Hi everyone, and welcome to the Truck King YouTube channel. This is the second video in our series comparing the Jeep Wrangler 4xe Rubicon with the Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. In the first video, we focused on-road performance, and now we're heading off-road. So if you're ready to watch these two battle it out in the mud, make sure you stay tuned. And here we are out on the trails. Now, if you didn't catch the first video, we really wanted to focus on how the 4Runner and the Wrangler 4xe are really to live with every day and to drive on road. But of course, this is a TRD Pro and a Rubicon, which means these are all about going off-road. And I wanted to make sure we talked a lot about that too. So this video is just focused on off-road performance. Now let's start by knocking out a couple of numbers, shall we? So if we're talking about the comparison here on paper, well, the Wrangler 4xe up there gets 10.8 inches of ground clearance. The 4Runner here, 9.6 inches of ground clearance. The Wrangler gets a 43.8 degree approach angle. The TRD Pro, only 33 degrees. The Wrangler, 35.6 degrees of departure. The TRD Pro here, only 26 degrees. So yes, on paper, the Wrangler has all of the better off-road numbers. Well, except for one maybe. The Wrangler 4xe is quite heavy. Of course, you're adding a whole bunch of batteries to it. So this Wrangler Rubicon we have here today weighs 5,222 pounds, whereas this 4Runner TRD Pro is just only over 4,700 pounds. So we do have a pretty significant weight difference here too, and I can't wait to see how that plays out on the trail. Now, when it comes to power, yes, these are very different beasts. This 4Runner, we're talking about a 4-liter V6 and a 5-speed automatic. Nothing fancy going on here. The 4xe up there, well, it has all the technologies. A 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder. It gets that e-torque belt motor starter generator. And then, of course, you're getting an electric motor sandwiched into the transmission, which is making total output, which is way better than what you're getting here in the 4Runner. Okay folks, getting ready to hit the left hook here with the 4Runner TRD Pro. So I've got it in 4 high, I have my rear differential locked up, and I've got the multi-terrain select in mud mode. So I got a lot of off-road tricks here. Let's see how they all come together. Now, since last time we were here with the trucks, we've actually had a lot more rain. There's more standing water here than there was before. Let's see what happens, and of course I'll be very curious to see how these Nittos feel. Turning into it now. Oh yeah, she's slipping. Come on, 4Runner, come on. Okay, nice. Little bit of slippage there as I went into that water pit, but all in all, not bad. Continuing on now, I did mention I locked up the rear end. Well, I tried to, and it's just been blinking at me this entire time. I thought maybe it would lock in. It has not locked in yet. So then I put the 4Runner into 4 low, and it locked right in. So it appears to me you can't use that locker unless you're in 4 low. Well, then I thought I'll use Toyota's A-Track system. That's like traction-based, traction control. And sure enough, that won't work when you have the multi-terrain select on. So right now I've got it in mud mode, and that is it, because A-Track, I'm assuming, is on as part of that multi-terrain mode, and I can't lock up the rear end. So that's how I'm diving into the deepest section here. And let's see how everything feels. That's a new rock that we've uncovered right there. Put my tire right on it. So far, I'm just creeping. I gotta get a bit more speed now, though. Oh yeah, the suspension here is so good. I've run through here now with a couple vehicles, and this usually really pounds you. Nice turn, 4Runner, good job. Oh no, bottom of the hill, bottom of the hill. Oh, this is exactly where the Ford Ranger Tremor got stuck, and it's coming out of that mud, transitioning into this hill. If you don't have enough momentum, you're screwed. Now, I have traction on, but in mud mode, I thought it would do something. As I hit here, traction control did come on and cut my power. So, I am going to try and reverse a little bit and get my wheels onto some dry ground. And now, See, I tried to turn traction off individually. Once again, it says operation not available while multi-terrain select is being used. So that's actually telling me I don't want multi-terrain select. It's not doing what I want it to do. I'm turning traction control off manually, because I can do that. If you click and hold the button, everything turns off. And now this, I'm thinking, is gonna be my answer. Ready? Here we go. Come on, baby! I need more of a run. I thought I could only back up a couple feet and get some speed and a run at it, but that ain't happening. I don't know, guys. Come on, 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 come on. Oh, I'm digging in. I might be stuck. I might be stuck for good.
So this is a situation that we are used to. We're stuck. And watch that 4Runner back up and you'll see how deep this mud is. At this point, Steve's got to try and create a runway. Okay. Yeah, don't go any farther than that.
No, I'm pretty much at that tree, right?
Well, it's not that. There's a hump right there. Okay. You don't want to get stuck on this hump.
All right, well, let's see what happens.
Okay, well, go forward slow. Like I said, do it a couple of times to wear in the groove.
Dad's thinking here is I kind of need to just back and forth and wear in a bit of a path. There's the hump. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 4Runner. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, 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 she got squirrely. Yes. Now we got to climb these rocks. I am not stopping. Now that I am out, I am not stopping. 4Runner. Well, folks, these are tough things, you know. Everyone called us out in the Ranger versus Chevy because it was like, well, what's the truck and what's the driver? That was combo. I gotta tell you, the tires they just didn't feel good. I've been through there with a lot of tires, and these ones, they caked up. They didn't have grip. On the flip side, I kept making the mistake where and I do this a lot, honestly. I always think I can just go back 3 feet and get a run at it. No, the best thing you can do is really back up a full truck length or 4Runner length and get a proper run at it. And that's what it took this time. And, you know, thankfully Dad was here to kind of suggest that to me. But, yeah, overall, the other thing I was really upset with was in 4 high, once I have multi-terrain on, I can't defeat the traction control. I can't lock the rear. It's kind of saying, trust me, I got this. And in that case, it really didn't have it. It killed my power at the bottom of the hill. Okay, now we're gonna head out, and we actually have to head out the same way we came in because there's a big tree down on the trail. I'm not sure you can see it over there, but that means we're going back through the tough mud, exactly. This time what I wanna do though is try Toyota's crawl control system. So this is off-road cruise control. You basically set your speed, foot off the brake and gas, and it does the rest. Now this is the slowest possible speed, and it uses the ABS, you can hear it. It's a little jarring from in the cab how noisy it is. It does do a nice job keeping me nice and controlled though. I have a knob up here I can control the speed, so I'm cranking it up one. But this is nice and controlled and slow. Bumping over those rocks. I am coming up to the mud though, and I'm not going in without any speed. And again, one of the nice things about these systems is usually you can just put your foot into it and away we go. Well, boy, getting sideways in that pit there was hilarious, but also not what you want. And out of a 4-wheel drive vehicle, when you punch the throttle, I'm surprised how much my rear end came around. And I guess I'm just gonna again chalk it up to the fact that these Nittos are just not that grippy in this soup out here today. And it is soupy, trust me. But that is finally enough for the Toyota. Let's go see how the Jeep does. Okay folks, it's Jeep time. Now here in the Jeep, I've got it in 4 high, locked into 4 high, no 4 auto. And just like in the Toyota, I want to lock my rear end, but I cannot do it. You can't lock up any axles here in this Wrangler without being in 4 low. And for now, that is not what I want to do. So I'm just going to go like this. Now, I don't have any driving modes here, right? No mud mode, nothing like that. I do have traction control, which I am definitely going to want to defeat to make sure that it's not absolutely killing my power. Let's see if it's a push and hold system. Yep, push and hold, usually that totally defeats it, which it now is. And just so you guys know, I have it in electric only mode. My readout says I have 26 kilometers of all electric driving left, and I want to see if I can get through this whole trail on just EV mode. Well, that's it for now, so here we go. Let's hook a left. Wrangler Rubicon. So the first thing I have to say, you get this the second you're behind the wheel, this high seating position. It just gives you a great view on everything around you, and to me it's one of the hallmarks of the Wrangler. It just makes it feel like an off-road vehicle, and once you get back in this kind of terrain right away, it just feels comfortable being in this seat. The Toyota, you sit a little bit lower, more in that vehicle. The Jeep, you're up on top of it, you see everything. I love that about Jeep Wranglers. And now it is time for the deep section. Well, once again, to be fair to the Jeep, and just like I did with the Toyota, I'm in 4 high, and nothing is locked because it won't let me lock anything. So here we go. Now my numbers are better here in the Jeep, and man, the all-electric power off the line, the torque is amazing. I don't have to yell at you guys, and that's the other cool thing, is just how quiet this whole experience is. But let's see how she feels. Suspension, not as smooth as in the 4Runner, but I think the KO2s are better. Come on KO2s, come on KO2s. Yes! The Wrangler, oh, I love this all electric. Oh, feel that torque climbing. All electric off-roading is so cool. Well, there's a lot there. KO2s felt way better. I just had the grip. I wasn't getting as squirrely. This thing, when I wanted the power, it was there. And then electric torque, you guys have heard it a million times, you gotta hear it again. Electric motors offer all of their power from 0. So, you know, the second I just even feathered the throttle, it's like, oh, here's the power, you're good to go. So I was able to build up even more speed, I felt like, in there. And then the fact that I have more clearance, better angles, just meant I was dragging even less. Everything about this Wrangler felt better coming through there than in that 4Runner. And the all-electric thing, coming up the hill, as my tires were hitting those loose rocks, I can just hear the rocks moving more and hitting each other. And yeah, you know what? The future of off-roading, I'm not sure if it's all fully electric. I mean, I think it's going to be a component. I don't see ICE going anywhere tomorrow, right? But this is one aspect of fully electric I think people don't understand yet. They're hating on the fact that they don't have a big V8 rumble. But trust me, silent off-roading where you can hear everything your vehicle is doing, plus the actual environment around you, man, it's really cool. I'm having a blast. This is also my first real experience with all-electric off-roading. So thank you for that, Jeep. And so far, I'm loving it. So now we're going back down the hill. We're gonna go ahead and turn on the Jeep Select Speed system. Now, Select Speed, you gotta be in 4 low, so I will give it up and I'll go down into 4 low. I still don't love this, you know, you have to be in 4 low to use all the vehicle's best tricks, but anyways. So now I'm in 4 low, I'll turn on the Select Speed. You use the plus and minus here to adjust the speed. And boom, just like in the Toyota, it'll set that speed for you. Unlike in the Toyota, though, this is silent, and I do wonder if the Jeep doesn't use a lot of the regenerative braking and the electric motor to provide some of this, because the ABS is pulsing just barely, but the ABS is barely working. In the 4Runner, when you're doing this, the ABS is going crazy and it's really loud and kind of annoying, honestly. The Jeep here is not only a little bit more controlled, but it's also quieter. I'm loving this quiet experience. For all you people who hate it when I yell, I guess I should just do more all-electric vehicles because I can whisper. Nicely done, Wrangler. And once again, love these systems because when I need the power, I can get it. Foot back into it, back through the mud. Here we go. Here we go. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, okay. Well, the Wrangler got a little stuck on me there. Let me also point out now, I am in 4 low. My foot is off the brake and the gas. And this thing is just creeping along. So in 4 low, the combination of that low end gearing with the electric torque, man, it really makes the crawl ratio here feel even more robust. It's just creeping along right now in 4 low. What's interesting though, since I've been in 4 low and since I just went through there and asked for the power, the engine hasn't shut off and I am in all electric mode. So I think it's anticipating, oh there we go, now the engine shut back off and now once again I'm all electric. So you know what, I think that's probably how the system should work. When you absolutely need full power, if you're putting your foot to the floor, the Jeep says, okay, we get it, here's the engine. But besides that, it stayed all electric almost that entire time, all the way up the hill. She was fully electric. And then coming through the pit there, I just got hung up on a log. I mean, it happens to the best vehicles. But there's no doubt in my mind that these KO2s were quite a bit better than those Nittos. Well, folks, we are coming to the end of this video, and I think you just saw it out there on the trail. There's a lot of positives about this Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro, but if going off-road is your #1 priority, I still have to recommend this Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. It's got better tires, better clearance, and way better powertrain options. The 4Runner is just feeling ancient, whereas this Jeep Wrangler is doing some pretty cool, revolutionary stuff. And I guess because it was my first all-electric off-roading experience, I'm still a little bit giddy. So all of that chalks up to a big win for this Jeep Wrangler. Now, of course, I want to hear your opinion, so please go below. Let me know what you think of these two. As always, while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit join to become a member of the channel, and then come right back here to Truck King to see what we're testing next. See you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone give cameraman Dad kudos, because these are the black flies he's putting up with today.
This is what dads do for their kids.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay.